right, folks, it is Thursday, and I hope all is well in your world. Happy Thursday. Now, it's a special broadcast this afternoon coming to you live on WSCX Radio and on the Callaloo Network. And typically on Thursdays, we broadcast our business show that covers the region. But today, we're going to take it in another direction. Actually, I'm excited because I have someone in the studio who is typically never in the studio with me, but she's physically the face and the voice you've heard for 2 years. Carolyn E. Howell, the one and only Carolyn Howell, is in the studio. This is crazy.
Okay, I can't even live with a build-up like that.
Wow!
Because it's just me, and everywhere
Do you
I
know
go, here
how
I am.
long I've been envisioning this? Do you have any idea how long I've been envisioning?
You know, that's so hilarious because I see you all the time, and now that I'm here in this building, it's really wild. I get to see the technicians that are here, and I didn't know you had this amazing mountain out here. I am in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, and I didn't just come by myself. I came for an incredibly special reason, but it is nice really to be sitting across from you, and even more so when we've got other special guests in the room. So thank you for welcoming me here and building me up far higher than you needed to.
Long overdue. Well, and I think kudos to you because, I mean, you've never been to St. Croix before. You've been to St. Thomas, I'm sorry. And
St. John.
And St. John. And like most people that went to St. Thomas and St. John first and never been here, and when they come here, they're like, you got to be kidding me.
That's exactly what I thought.
You got to be kidding me.
And really,
this place really exists?
It really exists. And the problem for me is it was utter ignorance. And I never took the time to find out why the U.S. Virgin Islands were so special. But COVID brought a lot of things to our attention. And one of the first things it did, I live in Maryland. So I'm in an area called the DMV. So it's DC, Washington, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And we have 4 seasons. So we have winter for real. Now, obviously, we don't have winter the way they do in some areas with feet and feet of snow, but it gets very, very cold. And wanting a warmer climate, when COVID made it impossible to do a lot of traveling and people wanted to be in the Caribbean, you know, it never occurred to me that I could go to the U.S. Virgin Islands and there would be no passport needed. So the fact that I'm here at a place that I only ever heard about, and I'm really embarrassed to say that geographically didn't really know where it was.
No.
No,
You're not alone. You're not
I understand I'm not alone,
You're
but
not
it doesn't make me any less ignorant. I'm just going to tell you. So now I'm becoming quite the person who knows, and I'm happy to say.
And the rumor is you've adopted St. Croix.
Oh, there's no question. There's no question. This is now my place. It's my island. It is my go-to spot.
You heard that, folks? It's her island, not your island.
Okay. I mean, I'm sharing it with everybody. But what I mean by that is, it's so funny. I just picked up Chef Javier Loaiza from the airport, and I'm tooling around there, and he's like, "Hey, you've made yourself quite at home." You know, I'm driving on the other side of the road. I'm not allowed to say I'm not allowed to say that I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. No. I don't say that. I'm respectful. I say I'm driving on the other side of the road. So I've made that switch in my brain. I'm doing quite well with that. I'm learning how to operate the vehicle on 2 wheels, and this is really exciting. But everywhere I look, it's beauty, and everywhere I look, I think this is the United States. How cool is that?
Well, on behalf of all the people of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Matter of fact, our broadcast reach, we have an extensive reach. So it's not just the U.S. Virgin Islands, it's all of the British Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. I think we go as far as Dominica.
Oh, right.
So our reach is quite extensive in terms of our terrestrial radio. And then, of course, our reggae station also has an incredible following well. So on behalf of the region, the immediate Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and the rest of the Caribbean, welcome to St. Croix.
Well, thank you very much. And I don't know that you're the official spokesperson, but I'm going to take that thank you and that welcome and say thank you. And so I'm excited to be here because it's not just.
Why is that?
It's not just because it's okay. First of all, I'd be excited to be here just because it is so amazing. But what makes me really especially excited is because I love the area that I come from, our region, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And particularly, there's this place in Virginia that just like people don't know St. Croix a lot, but they know, oh, it's this and oh, it's that. They don't know Loudoun County, Virginia. And I'm so pleased with me to have come on this trip. Our 3 incredible business owners. We have a full room. We've got 3 amazing business owners from Loudoun County, Virginia. And actually, they're representing some of Loudoun County's finest. We have the chairman of the board of directors for tourism, incoming board chair, who is Tracy Hamlin. Now, Tracy Hamlin all by herself.
Now, keep that name in mind, because
Keep
we got a
that
story for you. We have a story. Keep that name in
Well,
mind.
you're going to want to hear that story, but even beyond that, so she's an international recording artist. She is an indie label record owner. She has traveled the globe singing, and I am one of her biggest fans. I would say I'm her biggest, but I've met her husband.
I think Nat has.
Okay, yeah, there's no question. Her husband, nobody will ever adore her as much as he, and I appreciate that. But I'm a close second, and I am truly a fan. So we have her here, and then being the incoming board chair for Visit Loudoun, and she's going to be able to share with us about Loudoun County, Virginia. But we're here for a special reason, because Loudoun County, Virginia, is known as DC's wine country. And U.S. Virgin Islands, and particularly St. Croix, you all have
rum.
You got a little rum happening here. So this weekend in particular, everybody has synchronized their calendars to be here for Wine Meets Rum. And that is a combination.
The pairing.
And that it is the pairing.
And what they do with wine, they pair it with
That's
music, food, and everything else, right?
And so we have a fun-filled weekend planned for everybody that's listening.
And it starts tomorrow morning.
It actually starts tomorrow morning. There's a press event tomorrow morning where anybody that comes, and really you're all welcome to come. It is free to attend, but we'd like you to register. But certainly they can come to the Government House, where we'll be welcomed, and we'll be able to just let you know how excited we are to be here.
So tomorrow morning
At 10 a.m.
The first activity is going to be the press conference.
It's a press conference. And so I said I was from Maryland. So people are like, well, why are you all excited about Loudoun County, Virginia? First of all, because it's amazing. But secondly, I served on that board of directors for 7 years. And
the first African-American chair.
Female chair of that
and female, right?
Yeah,
so it's a double.
Yeah, that was really and while that's exciting, the region is far more exciting than that little tidbit. And then having Tracy Hamlin to be everything that she is, that would be enough. But to have her as the incoming board chair and being able, it really is, because that region is rich and ripe with culinary experiences. Food, just the food, the wine. They've got breweries and distilleries all over the place. It's such an amazing place. And I have a term. So we're from the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And I have actually trademarked Destination Must Visit, because Loudoun County, Virginia is a destination you must visit. If you don't know about it, you better find out. Because wherever you touch down in an airplane, you're a short drive away from a wine country that will blow your mind. Absolutely. And it's not just the wine, it is the scenery. And I see so many commonalities with St. Croix and with that. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to have them here. And just, we're drinking it all in. And I mean that literally. We have been drinking some Crucian rum. I mean, really. And we have been drinking some incredible wine, because we have Kendra Dion, who is of Loudoun County's 45 wineries. She is the only female African-American winemaker in Loudoun County, Virginia.
These are the boss ladies. I just want you to know some guys.
Well,
these ladies, they don't play. These are some serious boss ladies from the DMV.
Well, I've been getting such an education. And then on top of that, another incredible business owner is Maria Kapsidis. And Maria is the founder of Cookology, which is a recreation and professional culinary school. And then she also founded Metropolitan Culinary Arts Institute. And that's a training school that really helps with workforce development. And we have an international chef who is affiliated with that. He's an instructor there. Now, you talk about a boss with a knife in his hand. Chef Javier, and I want to make sure I say it right because he has this beautiful accent. It's Loaiza. Did I say that right? Loaiza?
I'm Russian.
Okay, see, we got jokes. Yeah, you're from Peru, correct? And so just listening to him, so I was listening to he and Kendra talk about the wine and the food pairings that are going to happen. So our first event tomorrow, 10 o'clock, is a press conference.
And the public is invited.
Everybody is invited.
Right.
And then
at Government House.
At the Government House.
Downtown Christian.
In downtown Christian, just fill in the blanks.
Right.
And then later that evening from 5:30 to 7:30, it is a meet and greet. So don't just hear us, don't just think about us, don't just see us. Come and meet us in person and find out why we're from an incredible destination must visit. And then Tracy Hamlin is going to do a little something, something. So that's super exciting because I truly could listen to her.
And that
all
little
day.
something, she'll give you a little teaser tonight. So
I know,
that
that's
little
it.
something. We got a little teaser tonight.
She's going to show you a little something. And then after that, on Saturday from 12 to 3, we've got another event. It's going to be at the Galleon Restaurant. And that's where Chef Javier and Chef Charles Meriday, who is, he's got the Galleon Restaurant and then the sister restaurant, Parrotfish, which will be on that night. They'll be there. So the cool thing about this event, because I know you do a lot of pairing, and this is called the pairing, well, we're going to pair, and pair. Because we're going to pair wine with music. You heard it right. So you're going to taste a little something. You're going to hear a little something. You're going to sip. And then what do you do with rum? Do you slug it? What do you call it? Do you just kick it back? What's the term for that?
I don't know. Josh, what do you do with the rum, man?
You just drink it.
You just drink it. Okay. So you can sip, drink, listen, think, and just be there. So it gets amazing. And then on Sunday, we will finish our music concert. It's a culinary and food event. Wine meets rum in song and dance. And we will finish that with a concert that's going to be at the Caribbean Museum of the Arts. And I was just checking out the place again today. I saw it when I came the first time in February. Saw it again today. Everything about it is beautiful. The people there are amazing.
Now, the beauty about all this, while we would love for the entire island to be a government house,
Yes.
is you would be able to sit in your living room because it's going to come live on television as well.
Great.
So even though you can't make it, we would love to have you there. Even if you don't make it there, don't worry. You'll be able to sit in your living room and enjoy the press conference.
That's going to be great.
Front and center.
Well, I don't want to take up any more time talking because we got people in this room that can talk, and they've got real game in every way, shape, or form. So it's a pleasure to be here. It's nice to sit across from the mic with you, and yeah, I'm really excited. So this grin is for real.
Fantastic. All right, folks, we are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to pick it up on the other side. We do have some great folks in the studio and looking forward to great conversation, great music. And folks, it's going to be an incredible weekend. You can't miss it. We'll be right back. This is Anthony Weeks for WSCX Radio and our TV network, powered by Callaloo. We'll be right back.
Are you a jazz?
All right, folks, welcome back. And this is Anthony Weeks broadcasting live on WSDX radio, broadcasting throughout the region, but most important, broadcasting from the beautiful island of St. Croix. This is a special broadcast. We're bringing you a special announcement. This is going to be an incredible weekend of activities. Let me tell you why that's important. While we are part of the Caribbean, and while we talk about our beaches, our ocean and skies and palm trees, every other island can make the same claim. But we in particular want to be the culinary destination. Now, certainly it's a great ambition, great aspiration, but if you're going to do that, you have to have all the right ingredients. I'm using the word deliberately ingredients because when you're cooking anything, you need the right recipe and the right ingredients to do that. And so earlier when you heard from Carolyn Howell, she talked about, the Loudoun, Visit Loudoun relationship. That's the tourism arm of Loudoun County. And it's DC wine country, but they're known for many other things. And it's actually it's the wealthiest county in the country, not one. It is the wealthiest county in the country. And so St. Croix for a long time, very long time, has always been in the shadows of its sister island and Puerto Rico, okay? And to this day, all the millions of dollars that are spent on promoting the territory, people still don't know about us. So the difference is now we are literally taking a different approach on how we market St. Croix. We're now taking St. Croix deliberately to our market partners. And we are partnering and we're collaborating with our market partners. And this in particular case, we're talking about Visit Loudoun. And Visit Loudoun is a partner who is very enthusiastic, excited about the prospect of working with Virgin Islands. And that is why Javier is here. Javier is a part of the Metropolitan Culinary Art Institute and Cookology.
That's
Javier,
correct.
welcome to St. Croix, Santa Cruz.
Yes. But it's funny because what you just said about St. Croix being on the shadows is very true. I was talking earlier with a friend of mine about that. And each time you mention that you're going to St. Croix, they tell you, oh, you're going to St. Bart's. No,
Right.
St. Croix. Oh, yeah, St. Bart. No.
Yeah.
Am I speaking good English or not?
Yeah, yes,
It's
yes.
St. Croix,
Yeah.
right? And you're the largest, one of the largest, or the largest island. Right?
We're definitely the big island in the Virgin Islands.
The big island,
Right.
Virgin Island. So it is a shame because, on my eyes, these islands should be rolling like a smooth and should be like super trendy right now, and it's been neglected for a while.
Yeah.
If I'm using the right word. Is that correct?
That is correct. I mean,
So-
when people are trying to figure out what can St. Croix
It
be,
should be a touristic destination
Okay.
on top, but it's not only. And then you put the part of the culinary destination because the idea is having a whole the whole package, right? Not only the beautiful landscape and the beaches and the sky and the hills and all that stuff, but it's also the food. And it's not only the food as well, but it's also how you deliver the food. So that's part of the mission, right? And that's part of what we have in mind, especially for next year with Metropolitan Culinary Arts Institute and Cookology. We would like to open a school by next year here.
exactly.
Well, we can start training U.S. Virgin Island residents here. They can take a culinary certification course. Even if they don't want to be part of the food service industry, anybody can take the course. But
Because
we
you have a
have-
recreational part as well.
correct. But what we are trying to apply here is a speedy plan, something like
A
kind of
fast
a
track.
state of like steel pools will say a state of emergency, right? Kind of like that. So you need to act.
He's like dropping names,
you
steel
need,
poles.
you need to act fast while you have the funds to do it.
Right.
All honesty.
Right.
So we're offering like two different courses, right? One is our 6-week program for prep cooks and a 14-week program for line cooks. So what we're trying to do is train on a faster pace these young talents that would like to turn their lives into the culinary world,
Right.
to be ready to apply that knowledge in hotel, resort, restaurant setup. That means that we won't get very meticulous in teaching them like classic old school the way it should be. This is like a fast, really quick.
So
You
have
are
a-
on my hands.
Mhm.
I got you. I take you for 14 weeks.
Mhm.
and I get you ready to jump in any restaurant with
Really?
the basics that you need to know to work in a restaurant. Because, all honesty, of course, learning about culinary arts and whatever you will learn in a big culinary school, name it like, high caliber ones like CIA, Johnson Wells, or Le Cordon Bleu, any of those schools. Obviously, it's an extensive course where you learn from zero, from the history of the culinary, right? Here, not. I'll take you, I'll train you well, and get you ready to roll in any restaurant, hotel, or resort setup. So you can
anywhere.
arrive and operate
Anywhere.
Because actually, don't forget something. I mean, the chef title is something that no culinary school in the world give you. It's something that you earn with years of experience. So
you just can't adorn yourself with the chef title.
No.
You got.
if somebody come out of culinary school and tell you, "Oh, I'm a chef," no, you're not a chef. You're a cook. The highest that you get from any culinary school is actually title you get as a chef de partie, which is
what was it?
chef de partie.
Okay, I'm not even gonna
It's
attempt
like
to do that,
it will translate to a rookie chef, like you're starting in this work, right? But nobody gives you a title of chef. You might get the title of a culinary professional or an expert in culinary arts, something like that, but never.
So it's like a doctorate degree, right? The chef. When you say chef, it's like you're
Chef is something. This is a title you earn with years of experience,
right. Okay.
And
you are an international chef, correct?
well, I've been around for a while in different places.
You've been modest?
Myself, like I was mentioning earlier, I'm a hybrid from different cultures. Like I said, I was born in Spain, but I'm Peru. I was raised
And that's
in
my
Peru.
point. That's my point.
I've been in the Caribbean too. I worked as personal chef for a while in Dominican Republic. I've been many places.
So the fact that the MCAI and Cookology is the catalyst for why we're all here this weekend to introduce and discover how we are going to create an incredible culinary, hospitality, and music event around great food, wine, rum, and great music.
Yes, correct. Our mission here, or my mission here, our mission.
You're the master. You're the masterclass chef.
We all have an important piece on the puzzle, right? And the jigsaw.
Right.
We all have an important piece.
Right.
Each one is playing. It's like like a rock band, right? Each one has their own instrument. Each one is important. On my side, I'm here to, to put some good food out, to shake some good hands, to try to get to know who is who around here, and to explain them the potential that is here. The potential that every day is just going by in front of our eyes.
Right.
And nobody's doing anything about it.
And so are you of the opinion that we have the traits, the attributes to become that world-class culinary? Because obviously it's an ambitious thing, but based on what you know and what you've seen and where you've been.
But for example, look who's the best chef in the island?
It's a loaded question.
Yeah, I know.
Who's my favorite chef?
Oh, that's a different question.
No, that's but for you.
Yeah.
And Josh, who's the best chef in the island, man?
Who's the best chef in the
Of
island?
the
Or
Bobby
more
Bobby.
renowned?
Isn't it somebody that owns the galleon, right? That guy?
Yeah, that's
Chef Charles, right?
Chef Charles
Okay,
Mann.
why?
I'm trying to be politically
Why?
correct, by the way.
That's perfect.
I'm just not going.
Look, I did my homework before coming here.
Okay, there you go.
My first time. I mean, I already checked everything. I even mapped the whole island through
Nice.
Google Earth. But I did my homework.
Mhm.
So, but he have the heart, have the ambition. He's talented. He knows. I'm not trying to blow smoke up his.
I got you.
But so it would be great if at some point, I would like to shake his hand and talk a little bit. We will this
Well, yeah,
weekend.
you're gonna
We're
do
going to
this
cook together,
weekend.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But I haven't yet because I just got here a
Mhm.
couple hours ago. So that's going to be very interesting. But that's a clear example that yes, of course, it's possible.
Exactly.
It is possible. What do you have? Do you have young talents? Yes. Now, obviously, my first advice, and any chef is going to give you that advice, or any culinarian is going to give you that advice. I mean, for my young talent that want to jump in the food service industry is like, you got to give it a try for a couple months, and then immediately you will notice if you want to be part of it or not. Maybe you will say, no, this is not for me.
Well, folks, you will have an opportunity starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. to come out and meet this incredible delegation from the Loudoun County, Virginia. But particular, this is a relationship that we are forging with Visit Loudoun. That's the tourism arm of Loudoun County. And so coming up shortly, we'll be hearing from the incoming chair of Visit Loudoun. But, starting tomorrow, which is the press conference at 10 a.m. at Government House, you're welcome to come and meet these wonderful folks at the first event tomorrow morning. And then later that afternoon, we're going to be at Parrotfish downtown Christiansted. That's from 5:30 to 7:30. That's the meet and greet. And so you want what you're hearing and what you're seeing on television. If you really want to have that experience, you're going to be the masterclass chef this weekend. And so therefore, when people come, they're going to, there you go. Well,
we'll be doing some witchcraft right there. Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to just what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Because we love food like every place else,
Of course.
and we want to create a wonderful experience.
We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just trying to bring some, new vibrant flavors. And it's actually, like I was telling Caroline earlier, the dishes that I'm making this weekend is one more clear example. Less is more.
Okay.
Related to the question that you previously asked, if we have the potential in the island to be a top culinary destination, right?
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. Well,
yeah.
Javier, thank you so much for just taking the time to fellowship with us, man, and to be here so we can show you our island and really talk about the future and the potential and what it means going forward. And so tourism is our largest GDP contributor. And so if we're going to be in the tourism business, we got to look, we got to walk, we got to talk it in every way possible.
Definitely.
And so food and wine and rum and music is going to be that force that is going to really position St. Croix in a major way going forward.
Yeah.
And thank you for, agreeing to be part of that journey with us.
That's right.
All right.
And that's what's going to make the people open the vault.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Right.
All right, folks, we're gonna be right back. We're coming up next. We have the next guest in the studio. This is Anthony Weeks of WSDX and of course our TV network, Callaloo. And we are also broadcasting through several of the platforms. We'll be right back after these messages.
I'm Charles Meriday, and I'm in the restaurant business. In my 20 years as a chef and restaurant owner, I've been able to work and eat in some of the great kitchens around the globe. There's a whole side of the restaurant that most people will never get to see. So now, I want to take you to the back of the house, into kitchens of some of the best chefs in the world. Along the way, I'll share some of my own tips and recipes so you can cook like a pro too. So join me in the back of the house for a whole new perspective on cooking and food. Order in. Roger. Serve it, please.
Bona fide.
I'm glad that you came. Please.
The pairing where wine meets rum. That's what's going to happen this weekend in a big, big way. Governor Albert Bryan Jr. welcomes trade and commerce delegation from Visit Loudoun, Virginia, to expand and enhance St. Croix's culinary and hospitality destination brand and market in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia that are known as the DMV area. Governor Bryan's economic development team of Department of Tourism, Economic Development Authority, UVI RT Park, Department of Agriculture will greet this delegation tomorrow at Government House, first thing at 10 o'clock. And we invite you to meet these wonderful folks who are here to really partner with us, to really look at how we can finally position St. Croix and market St. Croix in a very direct way. Literally taking the party or taking the story to the streets. And while we do great commercials, wonderful, there's nothing wrong with that. But in order for people to really understand and appreciate us, we're going to create an annual event built around a culinary experience through education or edutainment.
Edutainment.
It's education and entertainment.
You gotta have both.
So you have the culinary piece. You have Visit Loudoun. Loudoun County is known for its wine, 45 wine vineyards and wineries. And in the studio with me, you just heard from Javier, international chef, as Carolyn said, internationally known, right? I was gonna start rapping in a minute, but I can't rap like her. But anyway,
Okay, don't get me started.
so here we are. We have the only, and this is incredible. The story coming out this weekend is really incredible. You are the only African American winemaker in all of the 45 vineyards and winery in Loudoun County.
Yeah, and it's
How did you pull that off?
see
Did I
what
ask you
had
that?
happened was it's the best stories start with a see what had happened was. Hello folks, thank you so much for having me today. It's truly an honor to be here on this amazing, incredible, beautiful island, experiencing all that it has to offer. But to answer your question, Anthony, it was interesting because I didn't set out to be that. I didn't set out to be the first of anything. I really set out to create 50-11 opportunities for people in this space. My relationship with the wine industry was all about business development and creating pathways for workforce development because there was not a lot of diversity in tasting room and hospitality management in our county. And with my experience in workforce and business development, I wanted to bring that to our farmers and our vineyards and things like that. And that was what forged the relationship. Plus the fact that I may or may not be the sophisticated kind of wino. Don't judge me, judge yourself. Yeah, I love good wines. I love wine. I love food. I love that dynamic dance that happens on your palate when you get a good bite of food and a great glass of wine going together. It's something about that synergy that just feels great to me. And that was kind of my foray into the industry. But over time, a great friend of mine and winemaker, Doug Fabioli, who is my godfather. He's nicknamed the
Carolyn's
Godfather.
mentioned that name like a gazillion times. Who
Oh,
is this guy?
man.
Who is this guy?
Doug Fabioli is the cream of the crop. He is nicknamed the Godfather of Loudoun County wines because
The Godfather.
yeah,
Wow.
it's a tall title to carry, but it's one that he's well earned. There's not a vineyard of the 45 that has not had this man's hands touch the vines, and that is no exaggeration. He truly believes in helping everyone, and I can't even tell you how many times, it's probably 50-11 times that he told me a rising tide raises all ships, and if he could be a part of the water, then he's done his job. And it's humbling to work with a person like that, to have him as my teacher, and learning under his tutelage how to do this thing and how to do it right. And it was after we went to the market that Beth Erickson from Visit Loudoun actually said to me, did you know you were the first African-American winemaker in the county? I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And she said, sure enough, you really are. So we did a little research just to make sure that our stats were correct. And it's true. And it's a tough mantle to carry because when you're the first of anything, there's expectations. I don't want anyone to have any hidden expectations of me. I want them to have a great glass of wine, get to know their own palate, and experience something that used to be so exclusive that we're now making inclusive for everyone.
Fantastic. So most people, when they think of a destination for wine, right away they think West
Napa.
Coast, Napa Valley, right?
Mhm.
And for people who love wine, but really don't want to venture across the country to experience that, what would you say? What is the aspiration of Visit Loudon?
Yeah.
And it's 45 winery to
Yeah.
say what's the difference between, if I'm trying to make decide, do I go stay on the East Coast? Do I go
Mhm.
west? What would be that deciding factor as to why they would choose between
I would
Napa
say-
Valley and
I would say quit your job, start your own business, and take 2 vacations, one for the West Coast and one for the East Coast, so that you can compare, because there is a distinct difference between California wines and Virginia wines.
really? Tell me all about it.
Oh my gosh, Anthony, we don't have enough time on your show to get into that. But I will tell you, the soil composition in Virginia makes our grapes taste a little bit different.
Sun and
Loudoun
soil.
County, oh my gosh, sun and soil and all these different things. Sulfur, sulfites, don't make me nerd out. One of the things that's really unique about Loudoun County is Loudoun County is actually the largest grape producer, the largest wine grape producer in the state of Virginia. And I would dare to say on the East Coast, we have over $30 million of revenue from just grape sales alone. And that does not include wine sales that come out of our community. Napa Valley puts up numbers like that. So comparatively, when it comes to the data and the statistics, we're on an equal playing field. But when it comes to the palate, you're going to get varietals and blends that grow really well in Loudoun County soil and in Virginia soil that doesn't grow as well in California. And that has everything to do with the region, the climate, the types of grapes, all those different things. So I say don't compare and don't contrast, because in this industry, there is no competition, right? It's all about the experience. I say drink your way across the United States. So when you come to the mainland, Anthony, my job is to make you tipsy.
So you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Look at you. Look at you. So, folks, you will have an opportunity to meet Kendra Dion tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. But we're going to start tomorrow at Government House at 10 o'clock. Please come out and meet these wonderful people. Kendra she's literally brought her wine with her.
I did. It's in my suitcase.
And I got to tell you, there's one thing to talk about wine, but it's another to make good wine.
Yes.
I've sampled her wine already, and this is the real deal.
Yeah.
She is the real deal.
Thank you.
And so you will have an opportunity to meet one of the country, when we're talking about the United States of America, with 330 million people. Kendra Dion is the only African American. I didn't say only female. She's the only Black winemaker in the richest county in the United States of America. She's here on St. Croix. She brought all of her wine. 5011 wines?
5011, it means
wines.
a lot. I bought all 5011
Exactly.
of Anthony. I sure
And
did.
so she's here to have you sample a wine, come out and taste her wine, and she's gonna, like she said, she's a nerd, so she's gonna tell you
am.
everything you need to know all about wine. So come out, and you have to register. Carolyn's gonna kill me if I don't say this.
And can I say something?
You need to go ahead.
I just want to shout out Melanie Natoli, right? In Loudoun County, we have some amazing people and some amazing winemakers. Melanie Natoli from Loudoun County won the Virginia Governor's Cup. Females in the wine industry, we are making waves. She may not be African American, but that's a girl boss, and she needs her shout out. So shout out to you, sis. You killed it. We support you. I just had to say that. Sorry.
Congratulations.
Show some love for my people.
Congratulations. All right, folks. When we come back, this other story is like it's like the icing. This when I was told this, I said, no, you got to be kidding me. You can't even make this stuff up, right? But we have the next guest, which is a part of the team, the official folks, a part of this delegation. We have Tracy Hamlin coming up next on the other side of the break, and we just heard from Kendra. She is the owner and CEO of 5011 Wines, and she's here for the weekend. Come out, folks, and meet her starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Government House for the press conference. Come and hear all the wonderful things we have planned and stored for you in terms of not just for the weekend, but for the entire future of the Virgin Islands in this collaboration. And so we have also later that evening, tomorrow at 5:37, we have the meet and greet at the Parrotfish. We'll take a break. We'll come right back and we'll pick it up on the other side.
Time. It has a different meaning in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It goes backwards, forwards, it stops. St. Croix is rooted in history. So much of it still remains untouched.
I remember running on these streets as a kid. This shop was right down there. It opened the same year I was born. This is where the original Cruzan hook was born. It's the symbol of these islands. And I wanted to have my hands in that very same history. I want to be able to pass it down to my family while still putting a new spin on it.
The U.S. Virgin Islands, we have an amazing culture that developed over time from all over the world.
St. John feels so untouched. Being underwater is like another world. There's no worries, there's no stress. I can just escape. This is my happy place. My passion for scuba diving came at just being fascinated with the water and wanting to be a mermaid. And this is the closest thing I can get to achieving mermaid status. Canadians just love being outdoorsy. We live for adventure, so we love anything hiking, being on the water, diving, snorkeling, and St. John has it all.
It's like some spirit is protecting the island and keeping them raw. The Makujumbi watches over the island.
All right, folks, welcome back to WSDX Radio, broadcasting live throughout the U.S. Virgin Islands, all the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and the rest of the Caribbean, but we're also live on television here as well on our TV network. I'm Anthony Weeks, and thank you for joining us this evening. This is a special broadcast. This evening, we're here to share with you, to invite you to a weekend full of food, wine, rum, and music. And speaking of music, I am so excited that we have this special guest in the studio. Her story is incredible. She is an international recording artist, and she's an incredible songstress, but she also owns her own independent record label. She owns her own jazz festival. But on top of that, if that's not enough, she is the incoming chairperson of Visit Loudoun. And Visit Loudoun, like I said, I got to keep driving this home because I didn't believe Karen when she said that to me. Visit Loudoun is the wealthiest county in these United States with 330 million people. And these ladies are here to represent Visit Loudoun. And thank you, Tracy, for being here this evening. Thank you for being in St. Croix. It's not your first time.
It's not my first
It's
time.
your second time.
It's my second time.
But the last time you were here, when?
Yes, it was 19. So yes. But first of all, thank you so much for having me. I'm
Welcome.
super excited to be here and on this beautiful island of St. Croix as also representing Visit Loudoun. And a huge shout out to President and CEO Beth Erickson and current board chair Melanie Matthews for going above and beyond to groom me and prepare me for my next seat, which starts in July as chair.
Nice. So for the people of the Virgin Islands, but particularly St. Croix, you have a special connection, or you had a special connection. That's past tense, but obviously here we are now in the future. You're here again. So you're here because you participated in the Hal Jackson.
Yes, Hal Jackson Talented Teen Pageant. I represented the state of Maryland in the national pageant.
Right.
And your Miss Virgin Islands won the pageant. and I was one of the runner-ups. So
Miss Virgin Islands won. Hal Jackson
won the national,
okay.
the national title.
Okay.
And a few months after the pageant, Claire Roker, who was the host of the Virgin Islands pageant, came up with the idea of inviting all of the runner-ups. So it was Miss Louisiana, Miss California, me, and then I think it was Miss Minnesota. And we came here for about 5 or 6 days, and we each performed, because Hal Jackson's Talented Teen, a huge part of the talent, a huge part of the pageant is the talent portion.
Right.
And so we all came to perform for a major event, fashion show with the then Ebony Fashion Fair models, and we each performed our talent, and we just had a lot of girl giggle time. You know, we were teenagers, so it was.
That's the thing, that's what I want you to say.
And it was
you were a teenager.
I
The last
was a
time when you were here, you were a
teenager.
teenager.
The last time I was here, it was my
St. Croix.
very first time on a plane, and I knew nothing about the Virgin Islands, and I was just amazed. I was so amazed that I got the opportunity to use my gifts. You know, singing paved the way. So because of singing, I was able to come to experience the beautiful island of St. Croix.
And you've had a wonderful relationship with the Caribbean.
Yes.
You have been close with the folks in St. Lucia.
Absolutely.
For
St.
many,
Lucia,
many
West
years.
Indies is my second home.
Your second home. And we
Yes.
hope that maybe one day St. Croix can have that special place in your heart.
Absolutely. I'm putting it in the universe and claiming it. So this is the second trip of many more to come.
So Tracy is going to actually perform this evening on the program.
Yes.
So I know all you folks, wherever you are, in your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom, your car, your boat, on wherever you are, Tracy is going to actually perform live. And this is, if you will, is a sneak preview of what's going to happen this weekend. And so, but before we get into that, tell us why you're here.
So a couple of things. First, let me start off by telling you guys that, yes, I'm an international recording artist. My largest fan base is in Europe, but I've been blessed to perform in over 50 countries. I'm also the owner of the Sweet Jazz Concert Series, and we use music as a catalyst to give back to the community. So each event gives music scholarships as well as a donation to a local charity. And we have an event coming up on May 1st in Leesburg, Virginia. Super excited about that. But the main reason that we're here is to introduce the pairing Rum Country, USVI, St. Croix meets Loudoun County, Virginia, DC's Wine Country. And I am here, yay! And I am here to represent Visit Loudoun and to just speak about the amazing culinary experiences, musical experiences, wine experiences that you are able to enjoy if you guys from the Virgin Islands want to travel. You won't need a passport. It's a very short flight to get to DC's Wine Country, Loudoun County, Virginia. And one of the things that I also enjoy about Loudoun County is the beautiful landscape. It is very reminiscent of one of my favorite places in Italy, actually some of my favorite places. So what I love about going out in Loudoun County is that everywhere I go, I feel like I'm on vacation, but I get to come home and sleep in my own bed. So
okay,
I love it.
So are you ready to do this thing or what?
I am ready.
All right.
So I'm going to sing for you a song that I recorded on my second CD. And this is my version of Bill Withers' Use Me.
And folks, this is a little sample of what you're going to get this weekend. So
yes. Maestro, please. Yeah. A little more volume, please. Do we need to move this? Oh, my friends feel it's their appointed duty. They keep trying to tell me all you want to do is use me. But my answer, to all that use me, sir, I spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, you better keep on using me. Until you use me up. Yeah, yeah. Woo! Until you use me up. Oh, use me up. Yeah. Until you use me up. My brother, he sit me right down and he talked to me. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, he told me, that I ought not let you just walk on me. And I'm sure he meant well. But when the talk was through, I said, brother, if you only knew, you wish that you were in my shoes. You better keep on using me. Oh, until you use me up. Until you use me up. Hey, come on and use me up. Use me up, yeah, yeah. Oh, listen, sometimes you surely do abuse me, and I don't like it, no. You get me in a crowd of high-class people, and then you act real rude to me, yeah. I said, baby, when you love me, I can't get enough, no. I won't spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, you better keep on using me. Yeah, until you use me up. Oh, use me up. Hey, come on and use me up. Oh, use me up, yeah. Woo! It ain't too bad the way you're using me, 'cause I sure am using you to do the things you do. Use me up. Use me. Thank you. Woo! Thank you.
Now, folks, that's what you're going to get this weekend. I mean, we're talking about a weekend full. We got masterclass chef Javier. We're going to have the winery of the fantastic winery of Kendra and her 5011 wines, and most important, we're going to hear the songstress perform live this weekend. And so we invite you to come out this weekend. Karen, just come over here real quick, because this is the queen of Events USA. So tell folks again what you want them to know and why you need
So
to
I
know.
absolutely want you to register for this. I want you to meet these incredible individuals from Visit Loudoun. And it is Loudoun County, Virginia, not Visit Loudoun, Virginia. But we want you to hashtag Visit Loudoun, and we want you to hashtag Love Loudoun. And we want you to know loud and clear that we are here for this wine meets rum event. So register online. You can go to tasters.vip and register, and we're going to see you all this weekend.
All right. Again, that's www.tasters.vip. And we look forward to come out and meet these wonderful folks tomorrow, starting tomorrow at 10 o'clock at Government House and downtown Christiansted at 10 a.m. And then later that evening at the Parrotfish in downtown Christiansted, meet and greet at 5:30, 7:30. And then Saturday, 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock at the Galleon Restaurant. And then we have the Caribbean Museum Center for the Arts for that what is it? 3 o'clock to 3 to 5 on Sunday. All right. What was that stat you wanted to share? You said you wanted to clear up a stat.
Absolutely. I drink for a living. Y'all don't judge me. But I got my numbers mixed up, Anthony. So it is $36 million in wine sales annually and $2 million in grape sales alone. So we are killing it in the wine and grape markets.
Yes.
We've got over
Loudoun County.
800 acres of vines. We are doing big things. So yeah. Thank you for that opportunity to clear that up.
Yes,
Fantastic.
hashtag love Loudoun.
Love Loudoun.
So, folks, to learn more, I mean, there's a lot. We said a lot. But obviously, we have the whole weekend to share more with you. Go to www.tasters. That's TASTERS.VIP, and to get all of the information on what's happening this weekend, how you can participate. But we'd love to see you at all these events starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Government House. Come on out to meet these wonderful folks.
Come on out. We can't wait to see you guys.
Talk to you tomorrow, guys.